Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and this is my Makeup Monday for this week, Monday the 23rd of October. Today I'm going to play with a new suite that's going to be available to customers in November the 7th. This one will go live to customers. It's called the Meandering Meadow. It's so beautiful. It's going to be one of the online exclusives. So as demonstrators, we can pre-order these a month before they go live to customers. So that's how I have my hands on it already. During October there's still the incredible joining special running, so if you wanted to get this suite before the 7th of November, you could join and become a demonstrator or a hobby demo to get your crafting products at a discount. But yeah, so let's switch down to the craft desk and I'll go over the joining special and then I'll show you the online exclusive that's coming on the 7th of November, and then we can get started playing. So let's switch down. Okay, so this is the joining special and it runs till the 31st of October. You can get the starter kit 35% off. So instead of paying $169 to get $235 worth of product, you can pay $109.85 to get $235 worth of product. That's option one. Option two is you get 35% more product in your starter kit. So you can pay the normal $169, but you will get $317.25 of product in your starter kit. Now you might wonder why it's 35 and 35. It's because Stampin' Up! Is celebrating 35 years of being in business in the States. So that's why there's 35% off the starter kit or 35% more. So that's the joining special that's running through to the end of October. So these are the next lot of online exclusives that are going to come out on the 7th of November. So the flyer doesn't show everything, it just shows a few things. This is the Meandering Meadow Suite Collection. So you get a stamp set, you get dies, you get beautiful designer series paper, you get little adhesive back dragonflies and birds, and you get this beautiful pecan pie ribbon. So it's vanilla with stitching of pecan pie with thread through it. There's also this cute little one called Fluffiest Friends, and it's stamp set and dies. There's also 3-color glimmer specialty paper. They forgot to put a photo of it there, but there might also be more things. So it's very important now to check the online exclusives. When you go online to the Stampin' Up! Website, like through my blog or to my Stampin' Up! Website, there's a tab that says shop products, and you can click actually on something called online exclusives. Now these products will never appear in a catalogue. They're going to be just online. So there's a whole range of things in there now that you can get, but they're not in a photographed and in a catalogue. So just remember that. It's a good idea to check online through the website to have a look at the online exclusives, and also regularly check the clearance rack, because there's always lots of great bargains in the clearance rack. So let's pop that down. Okay, I'll grab my card that I made. I was playing and I thought, oh, I could do another one like this. This is such a simple card. I've basically let the designer series paper do all the work. Now I have done embellishments with the not those ones, these ones, the enamel effects. So they are still drying. So if I put something on top of that, they're going to go bleh. So let me just put that back up where I had it. I'll get it down again later. And let me show you this suite. So this is the stamp set. It's got some beautiful images, garden images. I really love this wheelbarrow. That was one of the things I loved, and I love the gates. But there's little gardening tools, gum boots, a watering can, and some nice sentiments. These are the dies that go with this suite, and I really love this window die. This is just, I'm gonna love this. You know how I made on Friday the perched in the tree with that foresty looking window? I love windows. So there are all the dies. There's lots of dies. There's one to cut the watering can out, a little shovel, a little fork. I haven't worked out, that must be the basket. I haven't worked out what all of these are the gates. So you get a die to cut the gate out. Excuse me. But you also get this standalone die to make it like a wooden gate, which is quite nice. I haven't really played with this yet. You also get some mountains and grass sort of dies, so I'm looking forward to play with those. So that's the dies that match the stamp set. These are the adhesive back birds and dragonflies. They're a bit like the brushed brass butterflies that are in the annual catalogue. So they're cute. I haven't even opened the ribbon. So let me just get into the ribbon. I can't remember what day this came during the week. I think it was last Friday, maybe. I don't know. And I haven't had a chance to play. I don't want to cut the ribbon. But sometimes it's a bit hard to get that plastic off. Let me just try and get that plastic off. No, it's not going to do it for me while I'm doing a video. It's going to be cantankerous. That's a big word, isn't it? I do not want to cut the ribbon. No, I'm not going to even try. I will get that out and show you. Oh, maybe I can. Got it. It's just because I'm trying to do a video. So this is the beautiful ribbon. Very neutral, and it's got, I don't know if you can see the pecan pie stitching in that. It's really gorgeous. Love it. But I think this paper would have to be the star of this suite. It's absolutely stunning. You can see I've already cut into some of it. So it's scenery. Now I don't know if any of you remember the On the Horizons or the New Horizons suite collection a few years ago. That had beautiful paper similar to this scenery sort of paper. So that's one of them. This is another one. You can just see meandering down the paths. Oh, I might have got a couple of these out of sync. That's the one I used for this card. So it is 6 by 6, this paper. Sometimes that's a bit of a pain because it's a pain to try and do classes with 6 by 6. But you know, we can't all. Oh, that's this one again. See, I did get them out of whack. See, I've been fossicking through them all. There's another one meandering down the path. Aren't they just gorgeous? They're just stunning. They're very Monet-ish, if that's a thing. Like, that's very Monet, I think. So there's 4 of each design. Meandering down another path. Look, I could just jump into this paper and have a lovely time. I really could. It's so pretty. This one's going to a lake. Oh my goodness. Just stunning. So if you're a lover of scenery paper, this paper is definitely for you. So that's it. And on the back, we have some very interesting colours and washes that you can use on any type of card. You can see that you could use that for anything. Like the scenery is on one side, and then it's like neutral, sort of goes with anything on the other side. Oops. Very beautiful. And of course, always on the back of the card pack, card stock, or the paper pack on the card. I'll show you what I'm talking about because I'm getting my words all muddled. See, look how beautiful it is. It's just stunning. So on the back, inside the paper pack, there's always this card in Stamping Up Papers, and it will tell you all the colours that the paper goes with. There are sometimes more colours that it goes with, but it lists pretty much the predominant colours that are in the papers. So aren't they just the most stunning papers? Just gorgeous. So I really do think that the paper is the hero in this suite. So, so I'll bring this one down again. So this one, I used one of the pieces of paper and I cut it down to a card front size. I then got my deckled rectangle dies and I cut a center of this piece out. So I'm not wasting two pieces of 6x6 paper. I'm cutting the middle out. And I've cut a larger deckled rectangle die to put over the hole in the paper I've cut out from. This layer that's the card matting piece, I ran it through this distress tiled 3D embossing folder. This is in the mini catalogue. I only just got this one. It took me a while to get around to getting that one, but it's beautiful. Can you see the texture in that? And it's distressed, so it's not as predominant in some places as others. It's just beautiful. Now this die, I don't even know where that comes from because I just got it out of my little box that I cut dies and shapes out for sentiments. So I'll have to investigate because I'm not sure what. It could even be a retired die set, I'm not sure. But it just worked perfectly for the sentiment, the happy birthday sentiment. And I just put one of the birds, the gold birds, on it. And as I said, these little decorations here are from the enamel effects basics, the metallic ones. So if you're a real bling person, I think I've said this before, these metallic enamel effects, there's two of them. So these ones are the pearlized ones that are white, red and black. These are the metallics, which are gold, silver and copper or bronze. Copper. These will last you forever. And $27 for the pack of 3. So they will last you forever if you're into a lot of bling. So that's all I did with that card. It's just super simple. And I used a little piece of the other side of this designer series paper and popped it in there to decorate the inside of the card. So I will pop that back up on my windowsill because I don't want to smudge those. So I'll pop them back up. Except it fell down. Did it smudge? Did it smudge? Okay, stay there and behave yourself. Okay, so I thought I might see if I can make 2 cards with this beautiful suite. So I have gone ahead and cut out a few things already. So this is Balmy Blue. It's one of the colours in the suite, in the papers. Balmy Blue cardstock, and it's just your normal A5 card base, and I haven't done that very well. Let me try that again. And I've cut a piece of the designer series paper down to being a matting piece for your card front, so it's 10 centimeters by 14.4. I have gone ahead and already cut out a scalloped contour die. I cut this one out, the third biggest or the third smallest, the middle size one. And I'm going to put that in over there. Now I've got another deckled rectangle die, and it does look like this is going to be too big, but I feel it's just going to cover the stitching, and I'm going to try it. So let me bring my embossing machine in and we will do a few things. Get my plates. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, so I will get my card front piece. and I will put it there, and I'm going to pop this just centered on my piece of designer series paper. I'm just eyeballing it. If you wanted to measure, you could certainly measure. And I'm going to pop my plate on top and wind that through. So you can see I've cut the middle out. So what I plan on doing is putting this over the top and this just with the very ever so slightly scalloped border around. Okay, so that's that, but I want to run this through an embossing folder. And this time, I think I'm going to use the distressed. Yes, I will. I'll use this one again. So it's the distressed tile 3D embossing folder. So I'm just going to place my piece of paper in like so. And I think it's just lovely because it gives it just a little bit of texture. So I only need plate 1 and plate 4 for a 3D embossing folder. Wind that through. And can you see the texture on that? It's just stunning, just beautiful. So that's, I will need my cut emboss machine again in a little minute for the second card, but I'll just move it aside again, just so we can make one card at a time. Okay. Excuse me. I always get a croaky throat when I'm doing videos. I think it's a little bit of a nervous thing. Like a nervous twitch. Okay, so this is our card front. So we're going to mat it straight onto our card base like so. And you can see by cutting the center out, you're not using 2 pieces of paper. You're utilizing just the one piece. We're going to then pop our little scalloped die up on dimensionals, and we'll pop our piece of paper like so. So let's add this piece to the card base first. I think that will be the first thing to do. So I had the Gosford Waterfront Markets yesterday down at Gosford, and it was a great day. It was warm, not as warm as today. Today's a lot warmer. Now that's the way it goes, so I'm just going to pop it like that. But yeah, it was a good day. There were lots of people out and about, and I got quite a few contacts for my classes, so that's good. That's why I'm doing them. So the Gosford ones aren't on next month, November, because there's some big water skiing event, so that seems to have preference. So I have inquired about doing the long jetty ones at the end of November, so I'll wait and see how that goes. Wait to hear back from them. Okay, so we're just putting our little cutout piece onto our scalloped piece. I'm just sort of making sure there's an even border all the way around. Okay. Alright, let's bring our card back in. How simple is this card? Like, really, it's the paper's just doing all the work. And when you've got such beautiful paper, you may as well let it do all the work. So I'm just popping some dimensionals on the back, one in each corner and one in the middle, so it doesn't sag. And Whoops. So we took our little Rosie, our little puppy dog, down to the market. She's a real draw card, I think, for the markets. People stop to talk about her, so so then I can start talking about what I do and why I'm there. So she's my little draw card, I think. Okay, so that is that. So let me think about, I'm not sure which one I want. It looks like it's got a couple of marks on it. Let me just see if my rubber will get them off. There we go. I don't know whether I want to put this up here or where I want to put things. No, I think I like it down. So let's see if this hello can fit onto this. Oh yes, that fits there. So hello's good because it could be a birthday card, it could be a any sort of card. So let's pick up hello. Now, which colour shall I use? I normally do the colour of the card base, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. I've got some other colours in here. I might do Night of Navy. That's one of the colours. So let me grab my Night of Navy. Okay. And I shall grab my piercing mat. Now, when it's a brand new stamp set, you can either rub your photopolymer on your clothes, or I just get an eraser and just go over it like so, and that just takes the oils and any sticky stuff off. So let me just have a little practice down here. That looks beautiful, and it stamps perfectly then. Well, it depends on the operator, I suppose, but it should stamp perfectly. So I could give one of these cards to my daughter. It's her birthday on Tuesday, so she will be 26, and I have no idea how that's happened. Now I've got something there. And because I've smudged that, haven't I? Idiot. Let's see if I've got another one die cut. Look, voila. And let's clean my stamp. I think what happened was I had a little bit of fluff or something on my stamp. So let's clean that off. Yeah, so she's 26 on Tuesday. Can't believe that. So I'm trying to work out when we can go and catch up with her for her birthday. It seems to be an impossible challenge with our children, our adult children. They are always so busy. But I think we've got something worked out for next Saturday morning, so that will be nice. But yeah, they're always busy. I mean, most of the time it's work busy. I'm glad we only had two, because trying to coordinate more than two would be a nightmare, I think. Does anybody else have trouble coordinating with family to try and get together? It's just terrible sometimes. Okay. I don't want to put it up there because I want a couple of birds up there. I'm going to put it down here. Okay, so I need a dimensional on one end. And some snail on the other end, just because I'm putting some of it up on top of a like something that's already popped. Does that make sense? Okay, let's get our little friends out. What did I put on my other card? Birds. I could do a dragonfly on this card. I could do a couple of things actually. I could do a dragonfly there. And I could do a bird over here. No, I think I want the bird going the other way, like my other bird on my other card. Yes, I do. Look at that. Now I always stick mine back into the plastic sleeve it comes in, if I can get it in, just because they can pop off quite easily, but I will do that later because it's not working for me. Okay, so this is going to be my insert, and these are my pieces of paper I've got left over, like from what I cut off. I could put a little bit of that at the bottom and keep that for a rainy day. Let's try that. This glue pot is getting a little bit light on, I think. And this is another easy way of trimming up the inside of your cards. If you don't want to stamp on them inside, you can use little offcuts of the paper to trim up the card. Okay, open that up and pop the inside. And see, that's just a little tiny bit of trimming inside your card. Now, I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to get my enamel effects. Excuse me, I'll have another sip of water. And you don't shake these because you'll get air bubbles if you do that. And I just realized my phone is not on silent, so let me put that on silent. So I'm going to put, and they come out like little Hershey Kisses, which is really cute. So I'll put two up here, and I'll put one down here. Now, if you put something on top of that, they will smudge and ruin your card. So you need to put them up on the windowsill so that nothing happens, nothing detrimental happens to your card. How easy was that card? Super simple. In hindsight, maybe I should have moved that up a little bit higher, but who cares? It's still beautiful. So that's going up on the windowsill so that nothing happens. Okay, so I'm doing two cards. I hope that's okay. So card number 2, I'm using Fresh Freesia as my card base, and I'm doing it as a tent fold card. And I've cut another piece of the beautiful paper out, and I've done it 10 centimeters by 14.4, and a piece of Fresh Freesia as well over the top. Now you're probably thinking, why is she doing that? Let's just have a little look. I've also stamped and cut out some little flowers, so I can't pick them up. To save some time, we will just put a little bit of colour on them with our blends, but I'll just put those over there. So we're going to bring our embossing machine back in, and we're going to get this window die out. I can see myself playing with this a lot, and it's nice to be playing with something that's not Christmas for a moment. Not that I don't like playing with Christmas stuff, but it's just nice to have a change. So I will put, I'm going to put that through the cut emboss machine like so, and I am going to put it then through the cut piece out through the time worn type embossing folder. So let's grab our cut emboss machine again and our plates. Oopsies. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Looks like it's a finger pretty much, top and bottom. Okay. Wind that through. And it's like those stitched radiating dies that are in the online exclusives. See, it's cut that one out and cut the window. So you can use that on another card. Don't throw that away, use it on another card. Okay, so now I'm going to run this piece through with the Time Worn Type embossing folder. One of my other favourite embossing folders. I think that's just a bit of gluey tack. Yes. Just got to check these things though. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay. So just your number 1 plate and number 4 plate for 3D embossing folders. And that has decorated our frame, our window. So let's move our cut emboss machine out of the way again. Pick up all the plates and get rid of them. Okay. So I have used a few accessories in this Make It Monday, but you know, if you've got a few things in your craft stash, you may as well use them. And it's nice to sort of use different things everywhere. Well, I think it is. Okay, so you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that straight over the top, and see, we've got like a window looking out to a scenery. Isn't that just gorgeous? Can you see that? It's just stunning. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on my window frame. And go around here a bit, just so that it doesn't sort of catch. Okay, let's lift this up. I'll put this on my silicone sheet because then hopefully I won't get glue on my. Now these are the same dimensions, 10 centimeters by 14.4. So using the glue, we should be able to wiggle it into place and get them lined up. And with your silicone mat underneath, you don't get glue on your paper, on your grid paper. Now if you want to wiggle it up further, you can. Oopsie. Probably a little bit more delicately than what I'm doing. But you know. There we go. How nice is that? Now, we could stick that straight down, or we could pop it up on dimensionals. I'm just thinking. I think I'll use dimensionals because it'll give it a bit more like looking through a window. Oh, how nice is the back? That's sad. I can see I'm going to have to get a few more pieces of this paper. A few more packs of this paper. Eventually down the track. Now, you might think I'm using too many dimensionals, but I'd rather have too many than not enough. Just putting my fingernail into the dimensionals to get the backs off. So yes, hopefully next Saturday we're going to catch up with both of our adult children. And we're probably going to go up to Merriweather Surf Club because Matt lives in Newcastle, our son. And he always comes down here, so we sort of thought we'd go up there. So I'm just putting this, centering it with a border all the way around. How nice is that? Oh my goodness. How easy is this card? Okay, so where are my little flowers? Here they are. Let's just bring them in and do a little bit of colouring. I didn't have my blends out, that was silly. And this one's going a little bit longer because I've done 2 cards. I do apologise for that. Okay, let's do Fresh Freesia. Let's do light, dark Fresh Freesia. Because this looks like lavender to me. I could be wrong. That looks nice. And like this little bit of colouring is not going to take too long, which is even nicer. That's Granny Apple Green. I don't want that. I want Old Olive. Old Olive would have to be my favourite. My favourite green. So I'm just going to do a little bit over here in the grass leading up. I'll use the Old Olive on this one. So I'm just going to go over the grassy knoll. And, oops, I think I shall get Daffodil Delight, dark Daffodil Delight. Oh, that ends a bit yuck. And do those. How nice is that? Very simple colouring, very quick and easy for those little additions. And I'm just thinking, I'll put that down there. And should I put those on dimensionals or should I? I'm thinking. And then I've got these 2 little tags. I don't want to put that there. You know what? I want something really tiny for this, because these are going to just be too much. Well, they're the same size. Okay, maybe I'll have to add the sentiment later. Because oh, what's this? This looks perfect. That size. I want something that size. So I can put these in my little die cut box. But you know what? None of the sentiments are going to fit. So I might have to go to my go-to greetings, because they're always handy to have. I am going to put these on dimensionals, these little flower cutouts. This one just needs one, I think. Yep. Oh, how beautiful. Okay, let's get our go-to greetings. And you know what? I think just a note will be too big. Yes, it will. I just think this little teeny tiny hello might be the one. Let's see if I can stamp it straight. That will be the challenge. And we might do Fresh Freesia. And just practice down here. That's too pale. So in that case, we're going to move on down to Highland Heather. That's not much better. It will do. Okay. Let's see how we go. Oh, the pressure. Oh, I got a shadow. Anyway, I will redo that and cut it out. I'm not going to attach something with a shadow. Can you see the shadow or the halo around my stamped image? It's only slight. Can you see it? But I'm not putting that on my card. But I will attach that to here. And let's grab our little birdies, or whatever we've got here. I'm going to put one up here. And maybe a dragonfly in the bush. Over here. There we go. I don't think I need 3. I think 2 is quite satisfactory. So I will fix this and without the shadow, and that's where that's going to go. So there are our cards for today. Let me bring my other one in without bothering my little Hershey kisses. How beautiful are these papers? And here's my original that I played with. How simple. The paper is just doing all the work. Love it. I hope you enjoyed that. Playing with the Meandering Meadow. So it's available from the 7th of November, which is a Tuesday, I think. Tuesday. So it's available to customers from the 7th of November. So if you'd like that, just let me know and I can help you with your order. Have a great week, everyone. As I said, it's my daughter's birthday on Tuesday, 26th, my baby. But we'll be celebrating on Saturday with her and her brother and her husband, her new husband. Well, he's not so new now. What, 6 months? 7 months? So I hope you all have a great week. Stay cool if the weather's getting warm. And I will see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa. Bye for now.